So begins the craziness of high school basketball. These have clearly been the two top teams in the Boston City League on the girls' side for a long time. Always fun to see the future of Boston basketball. Wayne Wild straight to the bucket.
He wanted to finish that one.
Ferrero knocking down the runner there for O'Brien.
They're playing their basic, strong game. Fenway is really tough to beat.
4 seconds. Lawson fires it up. Buries it for Latin Academy. Jeremiah Burke, the 2020 boys champions. Hello, Boston, and welcome to the Shelburne Community Center in Roxbury for the 2022 Boys Middle School Basketball Championship. As tonight, the Mildred Bulldogs will be taking on the Boston Latin Wolfpack. Hello, everybody. I'm Pat Flaherty, joined by my partner, as always, Alan Platt. And Alan, we mentioned in the girls' middle school basketball championship how some of the high schools now, with the 6th, 7th, and 8th grade now attached to their school, they now have some middle school teams. We're seeing that again here on the boys' side, as the Boston Latin Wolfpack now have a middle school boys basketball
Good
team.
Opportunity, like you said. Latin has a long history of success in sports on the girls and boys varsity high school level, but now because of their exam school and they have, like you said, those lower grades, it's a good opportunity for some younger players to decide, so, well, let's try it out, see how much I like the sports, see which sports I like, and stick with it. And so it's good to see this Latin team has been able to, with some inexperience in terms of middle school play, make it all the way to the championship game.
Yeah, no question. We'll see how these two teams adjust to a championship game. We mentioned before how, we see it in the city championship on the high school side. When you're in that championship game, it's a little bit of a different feel. So sometimes
there's a
it takes
build-up.
a few minutes.
There's a big build-up to it. The coaches are on you. There are longer seasons, and those are some of the factors that are different. This middle school league is that they have less games. Like you mentioned a number of times, sometimes on smaller courts, so It's not the real feel. This Shelburne court is a regulation court. It's very big, long and wide, so It'll be a new experience in terms of an actual game with something on the line, a city championship.
Yeah, no question. We have Boston Latin, whose high school team now has a middle school team. Meanwhile, for the Mildred, they have been in this city championship game many times before. They've always had a successful program, so this should be a very good game here this afternoon. And now for more on this game, we're going to go to our sideline reporter, Dave Fleming, who's got an update for us. Dave, what do you have?
Thanks, Matt. Just spoke with both coaches. BLS, for this game, they want to be physical. They want to be the aggressor. They want to take charges and go for loose balls. 2 players to watch for Boston Latin. Number 2, Will White, and number 15, Joe Day. For Mildred, on the other side, they want to play fast and focused. When we're looking at, for that team, for Mildred, number 5, Malik Adamson is the player to watch. Back to you guys.
Thank you so much, Dave. And we've certainly got a couple of players to look out for. It's always seems like it's the 8th graders who are the ones that are going to carry teams like this. We'll probably see that again here
both
tonight.
teams have 8th graders. So it's one of those situations where that part of it, in terms of experience, was probably a little even.
Yeah, no question. So we'll see how those players fare. We do have a couple of talented 7th graders, too, as well on both these teams. So we'll see how those players handle the pressure of a championship game here this early evening at the Shelburne Center in Roxbury. Folks, we're going to head to break. When we come back, we'll have the opening tap here from the Shelburne Center in Roxbury right after these messages. Don't go away.
Back to school because I didn't want to work these back-breaking jobs the rest of my life. With the help of my father and having my son, that was all the motivation that I needed to come back to school. I felt accomplished, made me feel that I could take on whatever challenges life throws at you.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
Honey, what I think you need is a socket wrench.
I played JV basketball.
I'm sorry. I don't think it looks right.
This is good, and it's all good, baby.
Is it really all good?
If you love me enough to routinely test your handyman skills, not to mention the strength of your marriage, then of course you'll visit nhtsa.gov/therightseat to make sure I'm in the right car seat.
I'm gonna call my dad.
1 in 3 adults has pre-diabetes. That means it could be you, your favorite brother, your other brother.
Yes.
You, your football buddy, your football buddy. You, your plumber.
Breathe right into your foot.
Your plumber's masseuse.
Yes.
You, your dog walker, your cat jogger. With early diagnosis, prediabetes can be reversed. Take the risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org.
When I was 10, my mom got deported. We had a difficult time, and I feel that's why I didn't get to finish school. My husband is really supportive in a way that he pushed me to go back to school.
She wants to have a career so her kids can look up to her.
They both keep me motivated to go to school, and they see that if I do it, like, they can do it too, you know? I feel that everything's possible.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
Each year, there are more than a dozen significant tropical and winter storms that threaten the East Coast. So chances are there will be more hurricanes and blizzards near here again. And between school, sports, and social lives, chances are you won't be with your kids when it happens. Will they know what to do? Ready.gov/kids has all the educational tools and information to make the conversation easy. When the time comes, chances are they'll feel prepared, not scared. So talk with your family today.
All right, Monroe, you ready? Monroe! Here we go, the butterfly. Ready? Ooh.
I am what hunger looks like in America. I am an 8-year-old girl who's not excited for the last day of school. Because this may be the last time I'll have lunch. Till September. I am a single father of 2 who works 3 part-time jobs. And that's still not enough to put food on the table. I was created by artificial intelligence from faces of the 1 in 8 Americans who struggle with hunger.
Feeding America, 200 food banks strong.
Imagine being fired because of who you love. Imagine being denied medical treatment because of who you marry. Imagine being evicted because of who you are. Millions of Americans don't have to imagine this. They have to live it. Because in 30 states, it's legal to discriminate against LGBT people.
Jordan knows he shouldn't eat this entire bowl of nachos, but tonight he's earned that right, because a few hours ago in the middle of happy hour, he recognized a sign, not from the gods or a bolt of lightning, but from a double heart, a kissy face, and a 4th ha in ha ha ha. That's when Jordan knew he was buzzed. So when it was time to go, he got a ride home instead of driving. Be a legend like Jordan. Recognize your buzzed warning signs and get a ride home. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Do clouds take naps?
I couldn't tell you.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
Ready? Welcome back to the Shelburne Center here in Roxbury for the 2022 Boys Middle School BPS Basketball Championship. It's the Mildred Bulldogs taking on the Boston Latin Wolfpack. There you see Boston Latin in the white uniforms with the purple trim, Mildred with the blue uniforms and the white trim. as we are just about set to go here at the Shelburne Center.
You know, it's amazing, Pat, over the years, a number of young players who played in this game have told us how this was like a springboard to their high school playing career. And so sort of a little bit of a sneak preview, I should say, to some of the players who will go on and have good varsity careers.
Yeah, just looking back at some of the players that we've had as, MVPs or those types of players. I mean, you look at like a Jordan Galloway, who had a really nice career with Brighton, Khalil Blair, who's very good for Cathedral.
Played football and because those 3 years we did the football championships, Khalil was in that and the basketball.
That's right. He was taking home a lot of MVP awards that season. Underway here at the Boys Middle School Basketball Championship as Boston Latin controls the opening tap.
Yeah, Latin running a weave at the top of the key. The 5-second violation.
We're going to go back to the Mildred.
Yeah, good defense by Mildred on that one.
Coach DePace not too happy with his Latin Wolfpack after that possession. Mildred back down the other end. Beautiful pass inside.
It's funny, too, because David told us in the pregame to watch out for number 5, Malik Adamson, who was scoring. Beautiful assist for the first hoop of the game.
Yeah, and it was Michael Andre who scored underneath. That time the pass on the floor, up the floor, was stolen away by William White. White looking for an opening, closely guarded at the top of the key. And the Wolfpack lose the basketball.
Wow. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers for this Boston Latin team.
Mildred quickly down the floor. Ball was deflected, and the Wolfpack get it deflected back. Andre comes away with the steal. Jumper from the elbow isn't rattled home. Andre with the putback can't get it to go. Solid rebound inside there from Michael Tran of the Wolfpack.
Like Dave said in the open, the Latin coach says they want to be physical, and it is starting out that way. A lot of bumping and grinding under the basket.
Adamson coming away with the steal, but wasn't able to get it to Andre on the break.
They tried to be a little too fancy that time with a no-look behind the back pass that picked off.
Wolfpack looking for their first bucket. Tran gets it poked away. Here comes Adamson once again. Stolen away by White. William White now and out of the break, trying to beat everybody down the floor. Can't get the layup to go. And that's going to go off of the Wolfpack back to the Mildred. Just saw Coach DePace of Boston Latin telling his guys on the bench, slow down.
Calm down, yeah. And that, like we talked about in other middle school games, that's one of the hardest types of coaching to do, to tell your team to slow down. Big crowd, big court, championship on the line. And to take a deep breath and slow down is one of the most challenging things to do.
Adamson was fouled on the floor. That'll stay with the Mildred. Latin school with a substitution as Tran's going to head to the bench. Andre there in the corner. Milano now in for the Latin Wolfpack.
Yeah, 3-2 zone as Adamson takes his first outside shot.
Nothing but nylon. Adamson connects from long distance. 5-0 lead to start things off here for the Mildred.
travel there. Indecision on a chance for a shot. Too bad, too, because he made a nice drive. That was Jonah Pryor. Made a nice drive to the basket, but I'm not sure why he just didn't put it up. Ended up taking the extra step.
That one poked away that time nicely.
Yeah, nice double team right at half court.
Milano now with it for the Wolfpack. Boston Latin still looking for their
I was
first.
just going to say, almost 5 minutes in.
Yeah. Corner three, that time is short. Good offensive rebound. Will White off the up fake. Drives a runner. Can't get it to fall. Here comes
Quick
Mildred.
hands defensively by Mildred.
Peebles trying for the runner, and that's going to go back to Boston Latin. Michael Tran back in for the
Tran's
Wolfpack.
coming back in.
Milano going to head to the bench.
Good aggressive defense by Mildred and Blue, moving their feet well.
Up to the deflection. Fancy layup, no good that time for Boston Latin. Here comes Andre, trying to go coast to coast.
A little out of control that time.
An offensive foul.
You saw that big rim up there.
That's right.
It didn't look to see what was in front of him.
That's such a tough thing for a young
it
player to
is, because you don't get a lot of open court. I mean, you're playing on a much bigger court than you used to. You don't get a lot of open floor opportunities.
You know, when you get to high school, you run that 3-on-2, 2-on-1 drill where you learn how to stop at the free throw line.
And then make a decision, either shoot it or pass it. But it is fun to watch that whole thing develop. I mean, now, next time he has a fast break, he might just make a different decision.
That's right. Will White commits the foul. I'm sorry, that foul's on Orchard's guard. Mildred.
No steal. So that's Mildred team got quick hands.
And that's going to be a moving screen on the Mildred as Sam Pierre was trying to set a pick.
One of the few times they have a set-up play in the to have a illegal screen.
Emilio Rosario now in for the Mildred.
Again, good pressure defense. Isaiah Peoples giving Tran a hard time with the sideline.
45 seconds left to go here in the quarter. Boston Latin still looking for their first basket. White doesn't have any room as Andre gets the block.
I tell you, Mikel Andre is doing a job. And coming into the game, we knew that Will White was the main ball handler for Boston Latin. And so Andre has been given that assignment and doing it well so far.
12 seconds left to go in the quarter. Latin School trying to feed it inside to the big fella. Going to foul underneath. And because of running time, that is going to do it for the first quarter here at the Shelburne Center in Roxbury. Right now, the Mildred Bulldogs lead the Latin Wolfpack 5-0 here in the 2022 Boys BPS Middle School Basketball Championship. We'll be right back with the second quarter here on Game of the Week.
Most of my family, they never graduated high school or even let alone go to college, so I'm trying to break that barrier. Every day after work, went straight to school, studied hard, and it paid off. I could not have done it alone. I see the future is really bright for me. The high school diploma is just added to the confidence, and now I feel unstoppable.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
Welcome back to the Shelburne Community Center in Roxbury for the 2022 Boys BPS Middle School Basketball Championship. Right now, the Mildred Bulldogs lead the Boston Latin Wolfpack 5-0. And
Talk
we'll
about
see
a
if
fast
Boston
quarter flying by,
My
right?
goodness.
I mean, it is running time, but still, it
yeah.
was a zipper. And like you said, 5-0. So if you're on the Latin's bench, what's worse? They haven't scored, or the fact that the quarter's over?
Yeah, I know. We'll see what Latin can do here to start things off in the second quarter. They have played good defense.
Yeah,
Mildred's only scored
they're
5
actually
points as
they're
well.
going man to man now. They were in the zone earlier, but now they're going man. Sometimes when you go man, it gets you moving your feet defensively.
Good effort that time from Malik Adamson, but he couldn't finish off the window. Boston Latin. Wolfpack hang on to possession, at least for the moment.
Adamson just took that.
And he called a timeout. It was 7:21 left to go to the second quarter. That gets the Mildred bench fired up.
Yeah, they should be fired up. I mean, that was a clear offensive rebound for Latin. It looked like it could have been an easy putback. Instead, Adamson just jumped on the ball and was able to get possession in the timeout. You can see how Mildred earned their way here. No doubt about that. Meanwhile, Latin is still trying to adjust, I think, to the atmosphere and this aggressive defense by Mildred. Because Tran, the big fella for Latin, has been in and out of the game 2 or 3 times already. So I think for Latin, the coaches are trying to find the combination of 5 that'll run their offense well, but also still get back on defense.
You know that first basket is just going to be a huge weight off the shoulders of Boston Latin,
no
too.
doubt. It's just a matter of when is it going to come.
Right.
They're all looking up there.
Out of
No
the
full
timeout.
court pressure. Look at this. The travel there.
Travel, that's right.
Well, again, coaches like to, especially with young players, try something out of the ordinary, sort of unexpected. It's like 3/4 court pressure. Create the turnover from Mildred.
Well, White, he's inside to Milano. And Milano will get 2 from the charity stripe.
Did a good job using that body to draw some contact.
Molyneux now at the free throw line.
See Latin sideline, coach and staff trying to get them set up defensively.
Unable to hit either free throw, so still the goose egg on the scoreboard for Boston Latin. 3 ball is buried that time by Isaiah Peebles.
He shot that like he meant it. Just as soon as he got it, just let it fly.
No hesitation. Molyneux again can't finish inside. Adamson quickly out of the gate. Adamson shuffled his feet.
Travel wild. Too bad, too, because he had the defender off balance. We're looking at that Mildred team in blue. They're just more comfortable here at the start of the game. They had the 5 points in the first quarter. Now they hit this big 3 to start this quarter. Sort of sounds funny to talk about scouting at the middle school level, but it really looks like Mildred is taking away any offense that Will White, the point guard for Latin, is trying to set up. Adamson, nice play.
Another steal. Adamson. Jumper. Short that time. Tran with the rebound for Boston Latin. Drive from Boston Latin. Tran now on the drive, couldn't finish underneath. Gets his own miss. White for three, gets it to go for the Wolfpack.
I was just going to say, we won't know if any Latin fans are here until they score.
That's right.
So he makes it three. A good way to get started.
Cuts the lead down to 5, and here comes Mildred once again. Andre, unable to hit the layup. Another block inside, a little bit of contact, but a clean stuff. Three ball from the corner. White with the rebound for Latin Wolfpack. Good lead pass out on the break, and layup is no good. That three off the front rim.
This Latin defense has picked up a bit in the last couple of minutes. Now we're starting to see some forced shots from Mildred.
Brennan Bergson now bringing it up for the Wolfpack. Day from the corner. Short with that three. Bergson gets the putback. So Brennan Bergson with the putback there for Boston Latin. Cuts the lead down to 3 here with 3:10 left to go in the second quarter.
Your Latin, you gotta be happy with this 5-0 run. Doesn't sound like a whole lot, but when you win as a goose egg in the whole first quarter,
that's right.
It's really a lot. Nice little up and under.
You see Bergson there with the putback.
Yeah, it's just again at this age, you're talking about 7th and 8th graders. So depending on like the skill level and the skill level and their experience of playing organized ball really starts to show out here. And over the years we've done these games, the one constant has always been if you have a good ball handler who you can trust with the ball to cut down turnovers, that gives you an edge. If it's even, which tonight might be even because Will White finally got himself going with that big three-point shot. Obviously, he sets up their offense. And Adamson for Mildred and Blue, he's the guy for them to set their offense. So that could be sort of a battle of which one will be more effective the rest of the way.
See how Mildred responds to this 5-0 run from Boston Latin as they come out of the timeout. 3:10 left to go before halftime.
Same full court pressure from Latin.
White deflects it out of bounds, so it'll stay with the Mildred. Andre, long two, gets it to go.
Nice pass by Peguero Milano. He's actually the point guard as Adams is taking a break right now for Mildred.
Andre's had a really nice first half of this Mildred team. White.
That's going to be a foul. Yeah, they were letting a lot of contact go, but not that one. That was like a double foul.
Well, White's going to get 2 free throws after that strong drive.
You see the defensive help coming over, looking for the block shot. Dariana Minor on the play actually had the first contact. Still a tough time at the free throw line for Latin though. First at 3, he didn't miss.
Isaiah Peebles heads to the bench. White knocks down the second free throw. 10-6. Excuse me, 10-7 rather. I'm sorry, 10-6. Mildred still on top. Another turnover, however, for the Bulldogs.
Oh, beautiful.
Stolen away by Adamson. And he converts the layup. clock was not reset after those free throws possibly, so they're going to let the time go down a little bit here.
How you doing?
Here's that last.
Nice steal, clean steal.
Steal and layup.
Take your time for the layup. So we've seen plenty of those open layups missed. Get a little too anxious.
Oh, absolutely.
Either put it up too soft or too hard.
Another steal by Adamson. Nice looking feed to Andre, and his shot's deflected. Here comes Will White trying to get out on the break. It's Tran. Berkson looking inside. Rejected inside by the Mildred.
That was a clean block that time.
Sam Pierre getting in for the block.
7th grader. The travel there, yeah. A little anxiety. I mean, I mean, here we are close to halftime, but some of the players are still a little over anxious.
Yeah, that was Ronan O'Connor, who was double checking to see if he should shoot it instead of just going up.
Yeah, and that's hesitation. Usually hurts you in basketball.
Adamson not unsure about that one, but wasn't able to hit it. Peoples there for the save. Peoples now with an open three. Couldn't get that one to go. Strong rebound inside. Andre can't hit the jumper. And Peoples skies for the rebound, but he took an extra step.
Yeah.
Substitution for Latin School as Milano's back in.
I tell you, both coaches have got to like the way these boys are competing with the physical play. There's so much of it that a lot of it's being let go.
Latin School trying to go backdoor, but Peoples was able to knock it away. Adamson now with it, 50 seconds left to go before halftime. They're going to get Latin School with the foul on the inside, as that was Joseph Day who got whistled for the region. Coach DePasta not happy about that.
That was actually a risky inbound pass. Got sort of bailed out with the foul.
Adamson on the drive. Pretty good defense that time for Latin School. But Mildred able to hang on, but they do lose it out of bounds.
Yeah, Pierre did a good job. He was trying to wait for Adamson to come back in bounds, but in the meantime, Latin, again, harassing the ball, deflection off Pierre.
30 seconds left before halftime.
Latin's got to find somebody else to take an outside shot.
Will White looking for an opening.
Got the pick, well.
Nowhere to go with it. That's another travel that's on Ronan O'Connor.
Yeah, you talked about hesitation before, and that's all that was about. A couple of opportunities. Well, maybe those kids are out of their shooting range. That's possible.
Elliot Gomez checking in here for the last couple of seconds of the half. Three was short that time, so at the half, here at the 2022 Boys BPS Middle School Basketball Championship, it's the Mildred on top of Boston Latin 12-6. And we saw Boston Latin sort of get things going a little bit in that second quarter after not scoring at all in the first quarter.
Yeah, well, they started being more physical. They definitely started being more physical, and that made a difference. The defense picked up that full court pressure. They got a couple of turnovers from that. You had Will White make their first hoop in the second quarter, that big three, the long three-pointer. And so you're right, it's only 12-6, but I really enjoy how they're banging each other. They really are. And I think that for Latin, the second half, there's no reason for those players not to have relaxed a bit, because no one else is taking an outside shot.
Right.
So, you have to take some. Not a lot, but you have to accept. They do have the two big guys who they've been trying to go into. Tran hasn't really gotten going yet offensively, but he'll get some more opportunities because with his bulk and his height, that should give him a slight advantage.
No question. We saw Mildred there in the first half. You mentioned the aggressiveness and just we saw some of their players skying for offensive rebounds. And this Mildred team, every player that comes in just seems to play hard.
Well, it's obvious that the Latin coaches said, listen, we've got to match that intensity. Diving on the floor, getting loose balls, creating held balls, which Mildred did at least 3 or 4 times, and Adamson was able to get a steal and call a timeout.
That's right.
You know, every possession is important, especially looking at 12-6. So obviously every possession is important because you don't know how much scoring you can really depend on.
That's right. So we'll see how these two teams make some halftime adjustments here at the boys 2022 BPS Middle School Basketball Championship. We're going to head to break. When we come back, we'll have the halftime stats and the start of the third quarter here on Game of the Week right after these words. Don't go away.
When I never graduated from high school, I realized I wanted to go back to school because I didn't want to work these back-breaking jobs the rest of my life. With the help of my father and having my son, that was all the motivation that I needed to come back to school. I felt accomplished, made me feel that I could take on whatever challenges life throws at you.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
Honey, what I think you need is a socket wrench.
I played JV basketball.
I'm sorry. I don't think it looks right.
This is good, and it's all good, baby.
Is it really all good?
If you love me enough to routinely test your handyman skills, not to mention the strength of your marriage, then of course you'll visit nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat to make sure I'm in the right car seat.
I'm gonna call my dad.
1 in 3 adults has pre-diabetes. That means it could be you, your favorite brother, your other brother, you, your football buddy, your football buddy, you, your plumber,
Breathe right into your foot.
your plumber's masseuse,
Yes.
you, your dog walker, your cat jogger. With early diagnosis, pre-diabetes can be reversed. Take the risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org.
When I was 10, my mom got deported. We had a difficult time, and I feel that's why I didn't get to finish school. My husband is really supportive in a way that he pushed me to go back to school.
She wants to have a career so her kids can look up to her.
They both keep me motivated to go to school, and they see that if I do it, like, they can do it too, you know? I feel that everything's possible.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
Each year, there are more than a dozen significant tropical and winter storms that threaten the East Coast. So chances are there will be more hurricanes and blizzards near here again. And between school, sports, and social lives, chances are you won't be with your kids when it happens. Will they know what to do? Ready.gov/kids has all the educational tools and information to make the conversation easy. When the time comes, chances are they'll feel prepared, not scared. So talk with your family today.
Welcome back to the Shelburne Community Center in Roxbury for the 2022 Boys BPS Middle School Basketball Championship. Right now, the Mildred leads Boston Latin 12-6. We're just about ready to start the third quarter.
Yeah, there's just one. I was just talking to one of the officials, and he was saying that the clock will stop on free throws also. Free throws in the last 2 minutes of this half. That was what they had a pause during the first half to get that straightened out.
Will White on the drive. He'll get 2 free throws right there.
See, that time he was able to get Andrade off bounds. McKellar's been doing a good job with that, moving his feet. But that time, little nice little baseline move by Willie White was able to get that foul.
White shooting 2. Knocks down the first. Let's take a look at the halftime stats before we continue.
The first half. Yeah, well, Will White, we talked about him with 4 rebounds, but Will also had that big three-pointer, makes 1 out of 2 here. Shooting 2 free throws, making a 4-point game. And steal by White. Adamson with a reach-in. Sometimes aggressive defense can get you in trouble. I mean, Adamson, trying to get back because he's had the ball stripped.
That's right.
But you can't afford to have your main ball handler taking bad fouls like that. I think if Latin finds someone else to hit an outside shot, or if they go inside to one of the big guys for a shot, that might change up this defense for Mildred.
Nice little give and go for Boston.
Pierre.
Pierre commits the foul.
Both going for the ball, but Pierre created a collision, I guess you could call it.
It was pretty much a one-sided collision.
Right. That's the kind you don't want to be part of.
Right.
Oh, you might have a black eye to show off, right? It's cool.
Yeah, a little shiner. When you're in middle school, those are fun things.
Exactly. That's hero stuff.
Right. When you're an adult, you show up to work with one of those, it's a different story.
Take the day off. It's a banker from Will White, his second 3 of the game. We got a 1-point game.
5 quick points from White. And jumper no good that time from Mildred, but to get the offensive rebound. Goes out of bounds, back to the Latin.
Again, good defense by it's almost like a mirror. This is the kind of defense Mildred was having in the first half. They were taking steals, deflections. Now Latin is doing the exact same thing here in the first couple minutes of the third quarter.
I wonder if Coach DePace said to White to be a little bit more aggressive.
I'm sure he did.
Up and under, basket no good. Tough rebound by Adamson, but
lost his footing. I think he actually came down on someone's foot. Lucky he didn't get hurt, but that was an excellent rebound. He just couldn't keep his balance.
Three ball. Joseph Day couldn't get that one to go down. Adamson back down the other end.
Took his time, no rush. Knew exactly how he was going to bank it.
Adamson now with 9 points and 5 rebounds for the Mildred. That's a backcourt violation.
Again, Mildred getting back into that aggressive man-to-man defense. Really pressuring the ball.
Nice cut inside.
They had 2 guys cutting the baseline, and the second one was the one who looked for the ball.
Adamson to Peoples, and it's once again a 5-point lead for the Mildred. White off the weave. Layup no good. Put back no good. Day going after the rebound, and Adamson stepped out of bounds, so it'll stay with Boston Latin. Boy, the intensity got picked up in a hurry here.
I was just going to say, as soon as Latin really start going for those steals, it also helps when you score some hoops.
That's right. Fran couldn't hit that hook. Here comes Peoples on the fast break. Beautiful finish from Andre.
That was some catch. The catch was Chris than the score.
Adamson trying to tie up the Wolfpack at the top of the key.
That'll be a blocking foul. Timeout by Latin. They don't want to see this 7-point game get any larger.
4:02 left to go here in the third quarter. 7-point lead for the Mildred. And you also see the Mildred kind of getting back to that fast break pace.
No doubt. I mean, it was I think they got a little stunned with those quick 5 points from Will White, the point guard for Ladd. He made the bank the three, then he drew a foul, made the 2 free throws, brought him within 1 point. I think Mildred was still sort of looking around and trying to figure it out. Somebody out there, maybe Adamson or somebody else, just said, let's get back to what we did before.
That's right. It was working, but ain't broke, don't fix it. Folks, if you want to follow us on social media, you can first go to our Facebook page. Go to facebook.com/Game of the Week Boston. A lot of good stuff up on that site, including links to the games we've covered, videos, a lot of different graphics and updates. Make sure you check that out. Make sure you like us on Facebook. You can also follow us on Twitter at Boston City TV. And if you want to tweet at us, use the hashtag BostonGOW. Out of the timeout, Latin School with the basketball, down by 7. Lays it down to Tran inside, but Tran couldn't finish over the top.
Again, nice drive into the lane by Will White, setting up Tran for a good opportunity. Interesting matchup. Latin has Tran playing against Adamson in the man-to-man.
Peoples trying for the runner. Andre comes away with the loose ball.
A reaching foul. Tran comes out and Molyneux back in.
You wonder if at some point, with Mildred's not a huge team, you wonder if the 2 big guys together with Tran and Molyneux might be something that Latin School might want to try.
You might try it.
Take advantage of their size.
I'm still surprised that they haven't done any damage offensively inside yet.
White gets it knocked away by Peoples. White off the recovery, can't get the runner to go. Peoples chases down the rebound. White knocks it away. Adamson finally picks it up. Finds Andre out on the break. And Andre gets the layup to go. 9-point lead for the Mildred here with 2 minutes left to go in the third quarter.
Yeah, when you have a point guard who looks for his teammates, makes the game easy.
Nice looking drive that time.
That's one of the first breakdowns we've seen all day for Mildred. That was a total breakdown.
Jonah Pryor with the wide open layup. Beautiful look inside again to Andre. This Mildred team is pinging the basketball completely around the floor. Everybody's getting a touch. Joseph Day off the up fake. Finds Molyneux. He can't bury the jumper. That was in and out. Adamson looking at making a double-digit lead. Can't get that one to fall. Joseph Day with the rebound for the Wolfpack. White going coast to coast.
Yeah, Adamson did something. Either turned an ankle or jammed his knee.
We see Justin Liriano Minor now in for the Mildred. See if Adamson maybe just has a cramp.
Minor came in last time Adamson took a break.
Adamson currently with 9 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, and 5 steals. That's a lot of stat filling that just went off the floor.
It's being looked at now. Hopefully you're right. If it's only a cramp, that's easy.
This takes a little time, right? 22 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. 9-point lead for the Mildred. Three ball, short that time. Tran with the rebound. Day finds White. Will White all the way to the bucket.
Nice play by the Acorn guard. Good way to finish off that third quarter.
Cuts it lead back down to 7 here at the end of the third quarter, but the Mildred still on top, 22-15 here over the Boston Latin Wolfpack in the 2022 Boys BPS Middle School Basketball Championship. Folks, we're going to head to break. When we come back, we'll have the fourth quarter here on Game of the Week right after these words. Don't go away.
Hey world, I have a quick message. It's about safe driving. All right, let's go. Anytime you're driving, have the seatbelt buckled tight, both hands on the wheel and your phone out of sight. When not in your hand, trying to text somebody back, because if you do, your car might get smacked. The moral of the story, just put your phone down. The people on the road will stay safe and sound. Put your phone down, put your phone down. People on the road will stay safe and sound. Yeah.
Welcome back to the 2022 Boys BPS Middle School Basketball Championship. A longtime BPS Middle School coach, Leonard Brown, is with our sideline reporter, Dave Fleming. Dave, take it away.
Here with Coach Leonard Brown of Washington Irving. At Washington Irving since 1973. Washington Irving School is going to potentially close next year. How do you feel about that, Coach?
I feel very sad about it, all the memories and everything. I'm going to try to do my best to keep coaching, not a head coach, but to help the city of Boston. And also, I want to preserve my museum and Hall of Fame for not only the past players, but the players' children and, nephews and kids to come up, and any other school that wants to see what Boston is capable of.
And what about what are you doing for your past players? You bringing them back together?
Yes, one more time at the Irving. This will be the 34th reunion of the alumni, going back to like 1985.
Thank you.
Quite a few of them were here today.
Great. Thank you, Coach Brown. Coach Brown was honored at halftime. Thank you, Pat. Alan, back to you.
Thank you so much, Dave. And, we've talked a lot about middle school. It's nice to have this game back, but there are people that have been coaching in BPS middle school for decades, and Coach Brown's one of them, so nice to see he was recognized today by BPS.
Unfortunately, it has been off and on, you're right, but for the past number of years, not during the COVID the last, knocked out the last two, but again, to keep the program strong, again, what I like about it, the idea of letting young people at younger ages decide, I'm going to try a sport.
Right.
Just to see if I like it. Meantime, what you said earlier, Pat, is what we're seeing from Latin, as Will White has really gotten more aggressive offensively. Yeah, White has 13 points now. He actually scored 7 in the third quarter.
Teron McCall comes back with a jumper there for Mildred, extends their lead back to 7. And then Adamson just ripping it away from Boston Latin. And then comes back down, does not get the hoop, but he will head to the charity stripe for 2 free throws.
Well, fourth quarter, 7 minutes, 7-point game. Both teams have had like mini runs. No one's really had a big run, but it's just shows that the balance and sort of the way that these guys can. The way Latin has gotten some mileage out of their full court pressure. Wouldn't be surprised to see a lot more of that this last 7 minutes.
You see Coach Derek Doherty and Coach Mark Vickers there for the Mildred. Adamson buries the second. I just saw Adamson kind of calm himself down at the free throw line. Very mature play from him. He's got 10 now to lead all scorers. Tran inside. Confirmed for Latin School.
That's what Coach Pastor has been looking for all game. Tran might be the biggest body out there.
And another turnover by the Mildred.
See, that full court pressure, it's all about angles. If the Latin kids go to the right spots, that they want to double team and force a pass into a traffic area, or force a throwaway, which that one was.
Will White tries the runner, can't get it to go. Peoples with the rebound for Mildred. went off the window, doesn't fall that time for Peguero Pinalo. Off the curl. Block inside by Adamson. And Joseph Day getting fouled on the inside. As Peguero Pinalo is whistled for the reach-in.
Watch inside. This is a nice block by Mildred.
Stolen away that time.
Errant pass.
Mildred almost lost it. Good save by the Mildred. Jumper off the back iron as Latin School was able to pull it down. Here comes Joseph Day. Tran corner jumper. And the Mildred call a timeout here with 5:05 left to go in the fourth quarter. 6-point lead for the Mildred Bulldogs.
Like you said, man, we're seeing the energy. Some of those Mildred kids are dead tired, as are a few of the Latin kids. But it's, you get 5:05. The last 2 minutes will be stop time, and also there'll be stop time on free throws. So that gives Latin some more time to deal with. 6-point game now. One of those things, like you said, control. This is where Will White, number 2 for Latin, and Adamson, number 5 for Mildred. They become even more important in these last 5 minutes.
We'll see what Latin School can come up with here in the last 5:05. They've still kept it close. It got to double digits, the lead, during the third quarter, but then Latin School kind of made a little mini run to keep it back to within single digits. So they're still hanging around. But Mildred has been so aggressive here throughout the game.
The entire game, yeah.
We don't expect that to let up here in the last 5 minutes.
Well, they're making up for their lack of height by being so much more active. I think that timeout was just to remind them how to attack this press.
Running that time, no good. Putback is good, however, by Justin Liriano Minor.
I tell you, he stayed with that one. Offensive rebounds are always big. Get grabbed, still just fling it up toward the rim.
Free throw was good that time. That was Peguero Pinalo, who got the and one there for the Mildred. Back to a 9-point lead. Will White knocks down the trifecta. Cuts it back down to 6. Will White now with 16 points, stolen away by Day. Joseph Day couldn't finish inside. Adamson comes away with the loose ball. Adamson with a full head of steam. They're going to call the foul on the floor as Adamson was looking for the end one.
Big three-pointer by White.
(28-22). The Mildred still on top. Adamson. Peguero Pinalo unable to hit that one. .340 left to go here in the fourth quarter. 6-point lead for the Mildred Bulldogs in the boys middle school basketball championship. Will White unable to finish after the nice-looking drive.
The defense closed on him as he tried to get to the rim. Nice drive there.
Adamson pulls up for a long 2. Tough rebound inside from St. Pierre.
Offensive rebounds have been the difference here in the fourth quarter so far. You don't have to be as big as your opponent if you're going to be quicker to the ball. And we've seen that time and time again in this one.
Adamson looking for an opening. Can't squeeze that one home. That goes out of bounds back to Boston Latin.
They start the game with this lead, Latin on offense.
Thrown away by Adamson. Out on the break. Feeding Andre. He can't get the hoop, but he'll get 2 from the strike.
Nice pass again, leading him toward the basket. Adamson, we talked about Adamson's offense and controlling the ball. He's setting up the offense, but he also has 7 steals, which in a game like this, that right there can be the difference.
No question.
You're talking about taking away shooting offensive opportunities from Latin.
Never mind how many of those steals jump-started offense
there you go. Yeah.
For the Bulldogs. Strand trying to save the missed free throw, but stepped out of bounds. Ronan O'Connor heading back in for Boston Latin. We're at the 2-minute stoppage time here at the Shelburne. 7-point lead for the Mildred. They find Adamson inside, he couldn't finish. Gets his own miss, and Adamson will now get 2 free throws.
Yeah, you could probably describe his game as whatever the team needs at the time.
Sure.
Because when you need scoring, he'll score. When you need 8 rebounds from your point guard. But he got a good-sized body.
Adamson cannot hit the first. Misses the second free throw. And then Molyneux loses it down the sideline.
Really frustrating close to pass for Latin. That's the last thing you want at this point, unforced turnover.
You see Derek Doherty giving out instructions for the Mildred here as Peebles is back at the free throw line for the Bulldogs. Shooting a 1-on-1, he gets the first to go. You got to remember, you just earned one more, young fella. You got to go back there.
I tell you, we see that happen probably every year in one of the middle school
right.
games. Right. It's like earlier we had the young lady who unfortunately got into the game and scored a hoop in the wrong basket.
Right.
But again, they're young. These are young players.
9-point lead here for the Mildred. Minute and a half left to go. Will White looking for an answer. Marries another 3.
That's a 4 for him for the game.
That's right.
Bringing his team back within 6.
Will White keeping the Wolfpack in it.
That's exactly what it is, because each one of them, all 4 of his threes came at crucial times to keep the game from becoming a blowout or to give his team some kind of spark.
Cuts it back down to a 6-point lead here for the Mildred with 1:23 left.
It's all stop time. Both teams are in bonus.
That's right. Now if you're the Wolfpack, got to get a couple of stops on defense here over this last minute and a half. White now with 19 to lead all scorers.
You talk about learning lessons. White, from this game, I'm sure his coach might mention it to him. That, listen, you need to be that aggressive all 4 quarters. Because almost the entire first quarter, it was like nobody shot the ball, including White. He finally was able to get going in the second quarter, but you look back on it now, those first 8 minutes were so crucial.
Yeah, White currently with 15 points here in the second half. As Mildred looking to break the press. Adamson looking inside to Andre. Basket's put up and in there by Figueroa Pinalo again.
Yeah, Latin had the deflection but couldn't quite squeeze it.
Joseph Day gets fouled there for Latin School. He'll get 2 free throws.
You see, good job for Abson going to the basket. Is Latin wants to stop the clock, try to score.
Day knocks down the second. 7-point lead here for the Mildred. And that's going to be a foul on Molyneux.
Yeah, Molyneux.
Going for the steal.
He actually took the right angle too, but I'm not sure if he needed to jump. I mean, when he jumped, you saw it threw him off balance. He got the worst of that. He took a tough ball.
He's a big kid too, so when you have that size flying through the air, it's going to land hard. So Jadiel Figueroa Pinalo now back at the free throw line for the Mildred Bulldogs. His team up by 7. Looking to add to his 5 points here in the fourth quarter. Knocks down the first. Boy, this Mildred team is shooting free throws pretty well.
Well, we talked about the fact that Mildred over the years is, they've made it here a few times. And one of those things where you have younger players all looking forward to their chance to step up.
Bulldogs now 7 for 9 from the free throw line here in the fourth quarter. Will White trying for a runner off the window, can't get it to go. Under a minute to go here at the Shelburne. Peoples can't get it to go. Andre off the offensive rebound will get 2 free throws.
Well, like you said, Pat, the energy from Mildred just never stopped the entire 32 minutes. Well, 31 so far. Even when Latin was able to make a couple of mini runs, the energy, especially on the defensive end, just never stopped.
Andre unable to hit the first. Substitution for Boston Latin. As number 1, Jack Harris, getting into the game for the Wolfpack. Molyneux trying to save it. Figueroa Pinalo can't hit that one. Gets his own rebound. Seconds left here in the fourth quarter. White trying to get off another 3. Was deflected by Andre. That's going to be 2 free throws now for Adamson. You see Adamson flipping again.
Yeah, the way it looks like a cramp.
Yeah. For 2 from the line is Adamson. It looks like we got a lane violation. Oh, it's a foul, excuse me, on the Mildred. So it's going to be 2 free throws, or 1-and-1 rather, going the other way. So Molyneux will now get a 1-and-1 opportunity for Boston Latin. Most likely going to be too little too late here for the Wolfpack.
Well, they struggled on offense pretty much the entire game, other than the three-point shooting from Will White.
Adamson pulls down another rebound. He's now got 10 for the game. You mentioned how much Adamson has done for this team. He's done whatever they've needed him to do. 10 points, 10 rebounds, 6 assists, and 7 steals.
The 7 steals and the 10 rebounds out of your point guard. When you think about it, that makes it so much easier for the rest of your guys.
No question.
They just have to hustle, be aggressive, and just get the ball to him. They're having a tough time with free throw line today, though.
Substitution for the Wolfpack, as Wareth Coker now in for Boston Latin. Adamson no good in the second. Molyneux there for the rebound. And we got a jump ball that will go back to Latin. When you look at this Latin middle school team, Will White's just a 7th grader. Yeah, Brennan Burkeson is just a 7th grader. You got a couple of guys coming back next year for this Latin middle school team. Another 3 knocked down for Will White. And like you said, Alan, I think if Will shot a little bit more in that first half, things would be a lot different.
I'm not sure if Latin was caught by surprise with the aggressive man-to-man to stop the game for Mildred. It seemed that way because a few times you actually pointed out hesitation on Latin players had opportunities to shoot the ball.
Right.
And that's a tough thing to overcome, especially when the Mildred's going to stay aggressive the whole time. But Mildred, I mean, give Mildred all the credit. I mean, they started the game off defensively, and now they're consistent all the way through. And their offense, they just had just enough to maintain a lead throughout the whole game. Started out, 5-0 in the first quarter.
That's right.
Actually, never actually.
And the Mildred Bulldogs are your 2022 boys BPS middle school basketball champions. Boy, we mentioned it a lot throughout the broadcast, but this team was just relentless throughout the 32 minutes of this game. I mean, the intensity just didn't stop for them.
Well, it's, these games are always fun. To see the younger players, and when they compete as hard as these two teams did, sometimes I forget how young they are.
Sure.
I mean, they're really just going at each other.
They are.
And what I did like, though, a couple of times there was some inadvertent, like you said, smash-ups, right?
Right.
But they were helping each other off the floor, opposite teams.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Just because clearly, with all the physical play, there were a number of those inadvertent hits.
Sure.
But the players recognized I'm not doing anything wrong or just playing hard.
Absolutely.
That's how Mildred won this game.
No question. A lot of good sportsmanship throughout this one here tonight, along with the competitive play. Folks, 2022, the Mildred Bulldogs are the boys middle school basketball champions. We're going to head to break. When we come back, we'll have our player of the game, our game-winning coach, and our final stats here from the Shelburne Center in Roxbury right after these words. Don't go away.
When I never graduated from high school, I realized I wanted to go back to school because I didn't want to work these back-breaking jobs the rest of my life. With the help of my father and having my son, that was all the motivation that I needed to come back to school. I felt accomplished, made me feel that I could take on whatever challenges life throws at you.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
Honey, what I think you need is a socket wrench.
I played JV basketball.
I'm sorry. I don't think it looks right.
This is good, and it's all good, baby.
Is it really all good?
If you love me enough to routinely test your handyman skills, not to mention the strength of your marriage, then of course you'll visit nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat to make sure I'm in the right car seat.
I'm gonna call my dad.
1 in 3 adults has pre-diabetes. That means it could be you, your favorite brother, your other brother, you, your football buddy, your football buddy, you, your plumber,
Breathe right into your foot.
your plumber's masseuse,
Yes.
you, your dog walker, your cat jogger. With early diagnosis, pre-diabetes can be reversed. Take the risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org.
When I was 10, my mom got deported. We had a difficult time, and I feel that's why I didn't get to finish school. My husband is really supportive in a way that he pushed me to go back to school.
She wants to have a career so her kids can look up to her.
They both keep me motivated to go to school, and they see that if I do it, like, they can do it too, you know? I feel that everything's possible.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
Each year, there are more than a dozen significant tropical and winter storms that threaten the East Coast. So chances are there will be more hurricanes and blizzards near here again. And between school, sports, and social lives, chances are you won't be with your kids when it happens. Will they know what to do? Ready.gov/kids has all the educational tools and information to make the conversation easy. When the time comes, chances are they'll feel prepared, not scared. So talk with your family today.
All right, Monroe, you ready? Monroe. Here we go, the butterfly. Ready? Ooh.
I am what hunger looks like in America. I am an 8-year-old girl who's not excited for the last day of school. Because this may be the last time I'll have lunch. Till September. I am a single father of 2 who works 3 part-time jobs. And that's still not enough to put food on the table. I was created by artificial intelligence from faces of the 1 in 8 Americans who struggle with hunger.
Feeding America, 200 food banks strong.
Imagine being fired because of who you love. Imagine being denied medical treatment because of who you marry. Imagine being evicted because of who you are. Millions of Americans don't have to imagine this. They have to live it. Because in 30 states, it's legal to discriminate against LGBT people.
Jordan knows he shouldn't eat this entire bowl of nachos, but tonight he's earned that right. Because a few hours ago, in the middle of happy hour, he recognized a sign. Not from the gods or a bolt of lightning, but from a double heart, a kissy face, and a 4th ha in ha ha ha. That's when Jordan knew he was buzzed. So when it was time to go, he got a ride home instead of driving. Be a legend like Jordan. Recognize your buzzed warning signs and get a ride home. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
Welcome back to the Shelburne Community Center in Roxbury at the conclusion of the 2022 Boys BPS Middle School Basketball Championship. The Mildred Bulldogs defeated the Boston Latin Wolfpack 37-29. Fantastic effort this evening for the Mildred Bulldogs. And, you know, we saw just a completely intense Mildred Bulldogs team that really shared the basketball well, too. You saw a lot of different guys get shot opportunities tonight.
From the opening tap, like you said, intense. That defensive intensity really set the tone for the game.
That's right.
And then, like you said, the offense, they shared the ball, looked for the open teammates, and they really had the Latin defense scrambling around to the point where the Latin's offense was so bad they didn't even score in the first quarter.
That's right.
So that I give Mildred credit for being consistent throughout the game, and the effort that takes physically is really amazing.
No question.
But they kept it up the entire 4 quarters.
That's right. And their top player tonight was Adamson. He did a little bit of everything out on the floor for this Mildred
coming
team.
into the game, he was expected to be the main guy with the ball, which he was. He had a bit of a tough time shooting free throws anyway, but he did everything else. He had 7 steals going into the fourth quarter. Right? Ended up with double-figure rebounds, which is huge from a point guard because you want the ball in his hands anyway. So when he gets it, he can start things right away.
No question. Adamson is our player of the game tonight, and he and the head coach are with our sideline reporter, Dave Fleming. Dave, take it away.
Thanks, Pat. Here at middle school champions, Mildred Avenue, K-8. And with player of the game standing right next to me, Malik Adamson, you had, let me just read it to you real quick. You had 12 points, 12 rebounds. You had 7 assists. How was your game? How did you feel today?
I felt very good. I had to leave it on the court for my family, and I'm doing this for my mom and also for them, and just felt good to win.
Congratulations, our MVP of the game. Great job.
Thank you.
Next, what was one of your takeaways, Isaiah, from this great game?
My defense. My defense was really good. I was playing aggressive, but I never did.
You played aggressive. You got some hard rebounds, and you made some key free throws. Congratulations. Good job. All right. And you played a great game. At the end, some key free throws and some rebounds. What did you think? What did you take away from this game? Was it fun? Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, I enjoyed it, and just passing the ball around, being efficient with it, and just taking our time.
Congratulations, did a great job. All right, coaches. All right, Coach Derek Doherty, Mark Vickers, how are you? Great. Congratulations. What did you tell the team coming into this, and how proud are you of them?
First off, super proud of them. We were proud all year, but could not be more proud after they put on that performance. We told them all year pretty much the same thing. They were great defenders, great players, and if they come out and play hard, they're going to be okay.
So you kept them in there. You had the lead most of the way, but what were you telling them during the timeouts? What were you trying to keep them focused?
Yeah, definitely playing fast on defense and focus on offense, slowing down the game so we can control the pace.
All right, coaches, congratulations. Fast and focused, that's right there. Mildred K-8, Boston City League champions. Back to you, Pat and Allen.
Thank you very much, Dave. And we had a player of the game. That was a full team effort. It was a full team interview as well.
Well, again, when you win a championship, you get a few extras, right?
That's right. Oh, you got it. You got to get everybody in there. So fantastic job there by the Mildred. We're going to take a look at the final stats here from the Shelburne Community Center before we sign off. And first up, it's going to be Boston Latin's final.
It's Latin, the point guard, White with 22 points, all those in the last 3 quarters. But big threes, had 5 3-pointers out of those. That's 22 right. Points. 2 points for Berkson. Rebounds, Day had 6. Tran with 8, assists, Day had 2, and White had 1. But I think White's 22 points showed us that in that first quarter when Latin did not score at all, he probably should have been a little more aggressive, not necessarily selfish, but a little more aggressive, especially with that shooting touch of his.
No question. Let's take a look at Mildred's final stats.
Yeah, Mildred a little more spread out. You have Adamson, our player of the game, with 12 points. Andre added 8, along with a couple of offensive rebounds. Adamson also with 10 rebounds. Andre with 7. Adamson with those big 6 assists. St. Pierre with 1. And also Adamson has 7 steals.
That's right.
So it's like you said, Adamson coming into the game was going to be the guy with the ball most of the time on offense for Mildred. He did take care of the ball. He did look for his teammates, so therefore they stayed aggressive the entire game.
No question. We saw Adamson kind of controlling things, and he got a lot of different players involved, and that's why he is our MVP tonight. He was good at both offensively and defensively tonight for the Mildred. Folks, thank you so much for joining us here on Game of the Week. If you want to watch this game again, first thing you can do is go to our website. Go to boston.gov/cable. Scroll down to the bottom of the screen. Click on Game of the Week. That'll route you to our video library. You can check out all the games from this season. You can also follow us on social media. You can go to facebook.com Facebook.com/Game of the Week Boston. A lot of good stuff up on that site, including links to all the games, different videos, graphics, a lot of good stuff. So make sure you like us on Facebook. And finally, you can follow us on Twitter at Boston City TV. And if you want to tweet at us, you can use the hashtag BostonGOW. It's been a fantastic season here in 2022. We want to thank our entire crew and everybody for joining us this year. It's been a long season because of all different protocols we've got to deal with.
Stop and go.
That's right. Stop and go. But everybody's done a fantastic job. So we want to thank our crew. We want to thank BPS Athletics, and we want to thank you for joining us at all these games. We'll see you next time on Game of the Week. Have a good night, everybody.